Frank Sinatra. Drilling shots have been locked in with my contacts. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. Home God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen in yellow bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Why?
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line. I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the black king.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play fake here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Room past the 35. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some space here. A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, there you go, Charles. His first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They give the Mixon to try to pick it up. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mixing up the middle. And they'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now motion left with Mooney. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this being a few weeks down the road?
I should like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Rolling to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it down the left sideline. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his
why the
hands.
fuck is my D tackle so goddamn little?
I think you're feeling okay. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 70 Lions.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 3. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Get it! Unlock line! Unlock line! Check smash! Check smash! Ready!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Warrior 70! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Second and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Crackle 80! Ready!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it.
Liking 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, pass. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
On the set.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hawk 70, Hawk, Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is indeed good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
A loss of 7.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
17 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 8.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Patrick Jones charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now motion left with Mooney. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escape. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Huntley. And his first throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Hundley looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mixon running wide side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Moving the motion man right.
Warriors 17.
On play action, they'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Inaudible here to get a new look. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dominique Robinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Big Lion. 60 Bison. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Check up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go now.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
No.
They're going to look to throw.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 31, Vikings nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Take it to the house. Hey, this is what you get paid. Bring it back. Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Come 19! Come 19! Six the Eagles! 6 the Eagles! Ready, right?
3rd down. Here's Huntley now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Ready?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his... And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
2nd down throw from Huntley.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Javon Kinlaw
able to get him for a loss of about 3. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Fourth down, Huntley.
They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay,
from just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 1.
Hey, 19 tight, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Reload, street. Ready.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
60
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bears, you can't ask for a better start as they